Astra. Thank you for completing today.
No wonder you remember.
Second-rate items at Wagner's.
No wonder you're a master.
And away I go! Huh? Come on now! That's my shot! I'm about to pass out over here. I'm about to pass out over here. Who else dodged that?
Finally. Time to go.
The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why Yula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Let's move. Shouldn't get careless.
Time to find heat. You need to hurry up. This one's real.
As one with wind and cloud, Wind Strider.
You need to hurry up. Fuel's clogged. Let's not waste time.
Don't get too close.
I guess this is it.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of steal, which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble.
Huh? So that's how you see all that?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You...
No! This is an assignment from Master Jean! It's just an investigation, that's all!
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumor.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the Ruth...
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another...
But... didn't you say it first? Oh...
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan.
That's right.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Monst. We can put that aside.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Who knows how long it will...
Well...
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a root... But you needn't worry. At least, not whilst we're investigating this matter. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are 2 key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way...
Oh, Paimon's already learned some Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds...
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the more...
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must... Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured... Oh, no.
But didn't you...
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being... However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait,
Very well. Come with me. We'll choose... Everything we have, may the god of heaven protect us.
Celestia. I wonder what it's like.
That doesn't sound...
Oh, you love the Lord.
You there, Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next?
Huh? I can't...
Hold on. Whenever a dispute arises... Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence...
Is everyone from the Lawrence... The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't... like I said, and here's a word of advice. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid...
Hey! Don't leave!
Wow, the Lawrence name really...
Never mind him. I could... You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear. I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey! Stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to... Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think... I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words. Vengeance You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of... I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries even to this very... And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not...
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm... Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better...
Forget it. There's no point in... It's all right. This happens quite...
Paimon thinks we've... Actually, Paimon?
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household and... Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonia, perhaps my aristocrat...
So this is the way things are
That's the way things are. As memories are carried in the city breed, at least I have a means of living a relatively normal life.
Yeah! Why were you...
Oh, that reminds me. Let's leave it at that. But unfortunately, you
no need! Right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for... Let's just keep you...
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward a proper manner of speech, but we must also... I have a very effective way of training for this. Come...
I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat...
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully in...
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Paimon thinks so too. But
You look pretty confident. All right, let's get started. Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. So...
Don't flatter. This scenario was... There's a ley line... True elegance is the ability... My family set only the highest expectations for me. Even. Let's proceed, shall we?
Time to go.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Let it dash.
Supporting fire! Check this out!
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
My knight! Wind strike! Fire it up! Wind strider!
Well done. Your performance was... And you managed to... Given such an outstanding...
Like Paimon said,
Hold on.
what? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight-up. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it?
Certainly not. Didn't you just say that you were free?
Oh,
If I wasn't, so...
Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. I already have something...
Wind strike! A fateful offering.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber! Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark...
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a...
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then... please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon's never...
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over... Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah.
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like— All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting—
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a—
aren't you—
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went— Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well,
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Here, the Gebratinus Fleischmidt. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now.
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing.
How come you're able to see Eula different?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa, so both sides were—
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tension still— In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius, but she simply fulfills— People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would— Take care.
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic...
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate and... Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential.
By the way, we brought a gift. Ahem. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our...
Could this be? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, it's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. Ah, yes. This aroma.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to play. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself to see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its...
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui?
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops. Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame. Time to go.
Just what will we come across this time?
I can't wait any longer!
May knowledge guide you.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily.
Good thinking. Paimon thought...
Let's proceed, shall we? As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected.
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the...
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must execute.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman?
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may...
Continue with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. Huh. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just...
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Our plans are strictly confidential. Furthermore,
Don't be The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could
And what about this?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knight. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend.
Fine. I'll take your word. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as
Oh, so that's what's
Yes, of course.
Let me see. Aha. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed...
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw... That shape is the symbol of...
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable?
Of course, you needn't worry. The rights to that
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the deal. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our...
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic... Perfect. Just as it once was, and just...
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
So this was all just a pl-
It's your own fault!
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh! We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish No matter. We already have the intel we need.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later. Bye.
Let's end this quickly.
Wind strike.
No, my sword. Well, that all you got? Looks like I went too far.
I can no longer...
Clouds high. The birds call.
Let's end this quickly.
The door is open. Let's go. Is that you?
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation...
Aha! Furthermore, that
yes. Rings a bell. So what?
you have brought shame to our...
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do.
Knight of Favonia? You still have a chance. Then I shall plead with the
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one. The blood of the law...
Since when have I ever complied with the will...
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against this... Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make, trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our families and... But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. The Lawrence clan...
Oh, the disgrace of it all!
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here.
That's enough fuss for... Given that you've...
Paimon took a peek.
And there was me thinking, let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
Wind Strider!
That seemed to work.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
I must collect myself.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Counterattack.
Wind Strider!
Of death.
Shut up!
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Rain outlines your fate.
Eat this! Boba, get them!
This first. Miscalculated.
Wind Strider!
I must collect myself. Hey! Gotta dash!
Quiet.
Wind Strider! As one with wind and cloud!
Ninjutsu!
Vengeance will be mine. Crush.
Nice and spicy!
Rain cutter.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind Strider!
This is valid. Let's end this quickly.
It's fine. This is the end.
The brightest flames burn fastest.
Let's end this quickly.
So many regrets.
Shudder. Huh?
Gotta dash!
I smile. I guess this is it.
for mercy. Crush! Beg for mercy.
That's where they put the diagrams!
This here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight! Leaving so soon? You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them! No escape!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Take cover!
Eat this!
Blood of frost!
Can't.
Crush!
That's not to work. I must collect myself. This is trouble. I must counterattack!
Got a dash! Yeah! Huh?
Beg for mercy.
Death.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. The Fatui are dishonest. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster.
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just the right moment!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier, I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally! After all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying! In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during... You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team...
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey! What do you mean, Paimon?
You have seeded a deep... Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fight.
Sure. Well...
That you will. And make sure not to steal my target.